Hi, and welcome to Merced City Schools' most popular database, Pebblego. As you can see, Pebblego is for the Emergent Reader Research Solution. Pebblego is used primarily in grades K through 6, and I'm going to take you on a quick tour of what Pebblego has to offer and why both our students and our teachers are so fond of this database. As I take you on this tour through Pebblego, I will show you some of the available databases that they have. They have animals, science, biographies, social studies, dinosaurs, and in Spanish, animales. They have different features, and every student and teacher, all they need to do is to log in, is type in Merced, and the password is library. Once you have typed in our username, which is Merced, and the password is library, it will take you to this next screen. It shows you animals, science, biographies, social studies, dinosaurs, and again, animales. In the animals section, it'll take you from the biggest to the smallest animals. It will talk about their habitats, their behaviors, and the different classifications. Under the Science tab, you'll find out about the exciting world around us and beyond. Under Biographies, you'll read about our great innovators, adventurers, and cultural leaders throughout history. What's nice about this area is it even has a topic for our women. Social Studies, it's our culture, community, and government, and how we all have a part in it. And then, of course, dinosaurs. Who doesn't like digging back into dinosaurs? Mine's favorite is the Triceratops. So under the animals section, I double clicked on it and I came to this screen. It shows us the different animals that we can do research on. Amphibians, animal behavior, animal classification, their habitats, talks about birds, dinosaurs, fish, insects and spiders, invertebrates, mammals, pets and farm animals, reptiles. This is a very useful database because right now it seems like all of our second and third graders are doing research projects. I'm actually working with the first grade class and we're learning about habitats. So Pebblego is going to be able to answer many of the questions and show our students what the actual animal habitats look like. I'm going to take you on a quick tour of an amphibian, the frog. So once I clicked on the animals, I decided to choose amphibians. Under the amphibians tabs, we can learn about frogs, we can learn about mud puppies, we can learn about newts, salamanders, and toads. As it turns out right now, I have a group of boys that are really into frogs, so I think we will click on frogs and see what Pebblego can teach us about this famous amphibian.
Frogs are amphibians. Their wet skin can be many colors. Long back legs make frogs great jumpers. Frogs are between 0.5 inch and 1 foot, 1.3 and 30 centimeters long. Most frogs need a wet habitat. They often live in or near rivers, ponds, and lakes. The most kinds of frogs live in rainforests. Frogs catch food with their long, sticky tongues. Small frogs eat bugs and worms. Large frogs eat mice and fish. Frogs lay eggs underwater. Baby frogs hatch from the eggs. They are called tadpoles. Tadpoles have tails and breathe underwater. As they get older, they grow legs and breathe air. More than 4,000 kinds of frogs live on Earth. Some frogs can live up to 10 years. Some male frogs have sacs they blow up to make their calls louder. About amphibian.
What I really like about Pebblego is the fact that it has a reader that can read to the students if you press on the little speaker sign. Not only will it read aloud, but it goes word for word. And then if you notice, there are words in red that is probably a vocabulary word that most students do not know or do not know how to pronounce. Pebblego will do that for them. Let me show you. So, when a student gets to a vocabulary word that he or she may not know, all they need to do is click on the red highlighted word. Once they click on that, they'll be taken to this screen where it will give them a definition of the word. For example, amphibian. An amphibian is a cold-blooded animal with a backbone and wet skin. It's instantaneous. The student has that opportunity to click on a vocabulary word that they were not sure about, and Pebblego will tell them exactly what it means. Under our science section, it covers the four major branches: earth and space sciences, physical sciences, life sciences, science and engineering practice. Because of our weather right now, I'm going to click on earth and space science, and that is going to take us to a section that talks about earth science, weather, seasons, and space sciences. Under the weather section, it's going to focus about weather, cold weather, clouds, extreme weather, which we're experiencing right now, hot weather, weather science, and wet weather. Under the wet weather portion, they address dew and frost, fog, rain, and rainbows. Hopefully, we'll get out tonight and see a few rainbows in the sky because we've had nothing but wind and rain today. So, is there really a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow? One of the bonuses of Pebblego is their biography section. In this section, it's a great springboard for the students to learn about authors and artists, athletes, explorers, inventors and business leaders, history makers, musicians and entertainers, presidents and first ladies, scientists, women, African Americans, American Indians, and Hispanic Americans. Pebblego has the women biographies broken down by athletes, civil rights leaders, explorers, first ladies, inventors and business leaders, musicians, authors and artists, nation builders, scientists, and teachers and helpers. This is a great new resource and allows for our students to learn more about women's impact on our lives today. As I mentioned earlier, Triceratops are my favorite dinosaurs, and I did not know that it was referred to as a beaked dinosaur. So, Pebblego offers a wide range of activities for you to do with your students. So, as I show you my favorite, the Triceratops, I'll show you different activities that Pebblego has available for the teachers to give to their students to further their learning. So here's my friend, the Triceratops. I think he's my favorite dinosaur because one of my favorite books growing up was The Enormous Egg. So if you notice down here at the bottom, you'll see print, you'll see a little stack of papers, a crayon, and a globe. These are some different resources that the teacher has available to them, as well as resources available to the students. I will show you how those work. As I told you at the bottom under the print, if you click on that, this screen will show up. And you have two choices as a teacher. You can, one, print out the complete article on the Triceratops, or if you so choose, just print out the image. Either way, it gives you more information that you're able to give your students. So if you click on the piece of paper and pencil at the bottom, you see it has quotation marks, which means that you can cite the information. So the students, Pebblego is teaching the students how to cite the information that they are getting. So as you can see, it states Triceratops, Pebblego, the website, and the date that this information was retrieved. It is so important to teach our students how to cite where they got their information that Pebblego has it built in and is a great example to let the students know to cite where they received their information. On this page, you as a teacher or even student will have a choice of sharing what you know or an activity. If you decide to share what you know, it will show you on the next 2 pages that you can draw a picture of a Triceratops, something that's your favorite about a Triceratops, and some facts about its body, its habitat, the food that it eats, its behavior, and it also allows you a comparison for today. So in the next 2 slides, it will show you what that activity looks like. And again, under the activity, you will see a picture of a Triceratops where you will get to label. You'll label its beak, its horns, its frill, and its legs. And you will also notice that it gives a definition of each of the different vocabulary words. If you click on the icon titled Range Map, what it will do is it will take you to a picture, which you will see next, that will show the student where the Triceratops once roamed. It's a great visual and it helps the students understand where these great beasts once walked. So, as you can see, Pebblego even has games that the students can play that are related to the animal or the person or whatever they happen to be studying, and it also has questions of the day. As you can see, Pebblego is a great database for our students and our teachers to have access to.